Sold.
Sold.
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really, you know, I'll be glad it's gone, but man, I really like it. You know,
It's a cool car.
It wouldn't have upset me if somebody didn't buy it, but they did. And of course, as soon as somebody buys it, shit,
it just stopped charging.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, we literally made a 4-hour road trip, 0 issues. Then you try to meet the guys that bought it at the airport,
and it was not happy. Oh, there's Liddy.
So, dude from California bought it.
Yep.
He flies out here 11 p.m., not 11 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Shawn goes to meet him. Damn thing stops charging. Crazy. So they get here, they come look at it, and the next morning everything's good to go. Hand over the money, and they went back on their way. It's like the perfect buyer.
Yeah, it was.
Like, they're going to send a transport truck to pick it up, and then this thing's headed to the Bay Area.
Yep. And I told them, I said, man, I'll at least get the alternator going. You know, we fired it up, they heard it, they walked around, they liked it, and they bought it. It was that simple. So,
but the dadgum alternator still won't charge. 3 alternators later.
And we even took it to, we got some buddies down the road. They're racers. They've been racers since the 70s.
But they I mean, they specialize in general automotive repairs.
And this car, it has an external regulator right over here on the firewall, or on the course port. For some reason, this one has an internal regulator. So I don't know if those two are fighting against each other. I don't know. I don't know how the shit works.
We're not electrical type cats.
All I know is that whenever I have a problem with any kind of voltage or anything like that, I'll go get a 1-wire. It's simple. This spins, this puts out voltage.
Done.
That's done. That's all it needs. So we took it to Mustang Alignment. Those guys over there, Steve, one of the smartest dudes I know, is not charging. I put 3 alternators on this car yesterday, including one that O'Reilly's said was a 1-wire.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. So a lot of the times you can take this wire right here, jump her over to this one, boom,
It'll
1-wire,
it, boom.
1-wire, nah. So this one is going back.
Get our money back on that deal.
Yep. So anytime, I guess I don't really need to say anytime. Most of the time we just run down O'Reilly's. But when we have problems, like for a long time we had problems with the charging system on the man van.
Oh.
I don't even, I'm getting a headache thinking about it. I don't even want to bring that shit back up. But we go over to a place called Jerry's
Alternator.
Alternator and Starter. Dude's one of the smartest guys I ever met in my life. He knows everything that there is to know about starters, alternators, generators. What else do they do there?
They fucks with power.
Yes. So anytime I've went there before and just got advice from this dude, you know, and it's always been worth it. Everything that we do. So I went to him. I said, look, man, I just need a 1-wire that when this bitch spins, this bitch puts out power. And he goes, there you go.
Yep.
So we're gonna put this thing on. And man, it does seem like
yeah.
And wire this thing up and then see what happens, because I'm over it. It's
electrical issues are the
shouldn't
dumbest,
have this
man.
problem.
They're just dumb.
I don't get it. So we're not gonna worry about it.
So this will be the last little bit from this car, and then it's headed to California for us never to be seen again.
Yep.
But it was a cool car. It was a fun project. It sucked when the motor blew up, but luckily, you know, Henson got us fixed up pretty quick.
We might take this thing to O'Reilly's here in just a minute.
Yeah.
Whenever we
just one last drive.
Yeah, one last little drive. See what happens. Make sure it charges.
Yeah.
But this is the stupidest design I've ever seen to take an alternator off a car. An alternator should be a 5-minute process, but instead this one has this little bracket right here. So this nut goes on, This nut goes on. Okay, I left one in there, right there. You can see that bolt.
Mm-hmm.
This bolt goes right here in the middle, and this bolt is the bitch. And if I was a smart man, I would have never put this one back in. If I wouldn't have put this one back in, then the pulley on this thing's very, very original smog pump wouldn't have to come off to get that bracket off. Because as of right now, this one sets about right here.
Just done.
So there's nothing. They should at least cut out a little spot in this to where you can spin this to get it to the right spot. Something.
Yep.
Or if I was going to keep this car, all this smog would be off of it anyways.
Allegedly.
But it is going to California, where they have to.
They got all kinds of
have
dumb
all
rules.
that.
Is this an 8-blade fan?
You know, I don't know. I hadn't even looked at it. If so, that's probably why it runs so good.
No, it's definitely just a 7. It looks
Piece
like.
of shit.
Yeah.
No, if this was an 8-blade fan, I'd take it off and hold on to it.
Yep, they're hard to find.
That's what I hear.
I wonder if they're so hard to find because they're disguised as 9-blade fans.
I don't know. But, guys, we did get a message from the guy that sold us that motor, and I felt horrible. We're not making fun of the dude.
No.
Like, first off, I wouldn't make fun of this dude. He built that motor. So,
Yeah.
you know, the dude's not a dummy. You know what I mean?
No.
But he messaged me apologizing. Look, man, hey, we're not making fun of you. It's just shit that we do that it's. Yeah, I guess we're making fun of him. But it's not like that. It's not like, oh, this guy's a fucking dumbass. We've done it, I'm sure, a million times to other people.
Well, we loaded that fan up and unloaded it and put it on the floor there and still said it was an 8-blade fan.
Yes, never counted it, never anything. You know, so, you know, the guy watched our video for a reason, man. He's one of the morons that follows us.
The moron nation.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
You know, so it happens. But I do want him to know, which I told him right there. I messaged him back. I was like, hey, bro, we're not making fun of you, man.
No.
We're just laughing. Yeah. We're laughing at the situation.
Yes.
Because it's funny.
Yes.
You know, like, man, it's like somebody pulling up and going, man, that's a 350 rocket in this deal. Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
Sure
every C10 truck on the nation has a 383 stroker in it.
No
so,
doubt.
you know, it's one of those situations that we love to laugh at. And in my opinion, you can't do what we do and not laugh off a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, what fun would it be to just beat your head against the wall all the time like we do? You have to have a sense of humor. You have to laugh a little bit. And when I call people morons and shit, that's just part of it. So, you know, I don't want to live any other way. Like, be serious all the time about shit. I wouldn't work on cars if I couldn't have a good time.
Yep.
But I don't know about that fan. And then this sucks to put back on. You gotta figure out which one. There's 6 holes.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes it even more difficult.
Yes.
Final drive.
Yep.
Alternator is on. It is charging.
We think it is.
Hey, man. This thing got 110 in it or something?
Yeah.
Huh. Looks like you got that race gas.
Oh, high test.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know.
Oh, yeah, there's that thing. Shit.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Here, it's mine. Here, hold that.
Yeah, we don't really know where this thing runs out of fuel at. I'm sure we're fine.
Remember that time we did run out of gas? Or we didn't run out of gas. We just, what did we do? Collect
What, right there?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. We made it like 2 driveways over.
Yeah.
Man, got all 4 windows down. Look at that.
Boom.
Look. I can put my arm all the way back here if I want. No post to hit it.
Yeah.
They probably got auto voltage now.
it upside down and get some more air in there to feed this old fat block.
We can hear it.
Man, this thing drives so good.
It's windy as hell today.
It is windy. So we're going to O'Reilly's. We're going to return this alternator that didn't work, get a little money back. Everyone always says, man, y'all go to O'Reilly's a lot. They should start giving you stuff, and we agree.
Yeah, so if you know the people who can make that deal happen,
Yeah, man.
have them contact us. Ooh, I was going to say, where's that guy going?
Yeah, is he making a right turn there?
The R&L Carriers is where we get our...
That's where Rosslers come from right there. Are you turning?
No.
Oh, man.
Oh, who do we used to get our ACT stuff from?
VP.
Huh.
Somebody's getting all the deliveries today.
I know. Wish it was us.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I would assume that the gas gauge is going to be pretty close.
Yeah, it's got to be. Remember we fixed that gas tank?
I mean, whenever I put it in there and it just barely touched the bottom, I would assume that's it.
Yep.
Drives so smooth.
It does, man.
But I don't know if we've driven an old Caprice or an old Impala that don't ride good.
No, they all did. I mean, besides your 72, every one that we've got has been bone stock. We've always drove them before we put wheels on them. They all drove good.
The 72 probably actually drove the worst out of all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe he's turning around.
Yeah, he missed his turn.
So the other night whenever I was driving this thing home, see the blinkers now?
Oh, yeah.
We lost so much voltage. Oh, man, the mailman pulled out in front of me. We lost so much voltage that I went to turn the blinker on, which, of course, it's at night. I can't really see because the headlights are so dim. And I turned the blinker on, and it went, and then just stayed on.
That was all it could
And I
do.
went, oh, man, I must have a bad bulb.
Nope, just
Then I
bad
turned the
power.
other way, then I turned it the other way, same shit. It didn't have enough power to blink.
It's asking a lot of electricity. Back on the road. Just a little short trip this time, at least.
Yeah, just 6 hours.
Yeah, no big deal. It's not Savannah, Georgia or anything, you know.
No, we're in Belleville.
Belleville, Texas. What are we after? We got a trailer back there.
Yeah, and I know everybody thinks that we're trying to buy every donk that we see.
We might be.
And yeah, but we're not.
No.
So, after we bought the 74 Vert, we had a guy down here in Bellevue. I guess this is the town.
Yeah. One of our viewers
who messaged us and said, hey, I have a 74 just like the one you bought.
Yeah, we're like, okay.
And I was, I bet you do.
Yeah, you probably got a Nova just like yours too.
You know, and the reason we laugh about that is because we hear it all the time. Man, I got a Murder Nova. I got a Nova that looks just like yours.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit different. Mine's a 4-door.
Yeah, it's 78.
And it's a 78, you know. It's never just like it.
Yeah.
Just like it. Just like it. I mean, that.
Yep, same.
So anyways, I was like, he said, do you want another one? I'll sell it to you cheap. And I was like, I don't really need another one. Not now. You know, I said, but, you know how I am. Curiosity got me. I was like, yeah, let's see some pics. So he ends up sending back, man, I'm sorry, I haven't seen it in quite a few years. And then I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and he says, it's in a lot worse condition than what I thought. I'll sell it to you for scrap. And so I actually looked at it, and it is a 74 Caprice convertible. And it's rough, real rough. But there's parts on this thing that it'd be really hard to find. Like, I'm really hoping that the convertible rack is good. Mine's pretty rusty on the car that I bought. This one has all the trim all the way around it that looks really good. The bumpers look good. The grille looks good. Other than that, anything that is body type of the car looks like it's fallen off because it's got so much rust on it. So regardless, because I would have bought the trim and stuff off of it.
Yeah.
So if he's going to give us a good deal on it, then it is worth the trip down here to haul it off for him. So, I mean, like he said, he was going to call a scrapyard and just find out how much they'll give him for it.
Yeah.
So anything like that, oh yeah, no, I'll come and get it. And even if all we can use on this deal is the trim on the outside of the car, it's worth it. So
it does not mean that we want your 76 Granada.
yes. No.
But if it's a if it's a 71 through a 76 Impala or Caprice,
yeah, and there's other stuff, you know, but
G10 van.
Yeah, we're not looking for, I want 20 grand for it, man. It's probably worth 25.
Yeah.
No.
All right, man.
That's not what I'm looking for. But
Yeah.
I think he's supposed to be right up here at some convenience store.
Right on our right.
So we're gonna get here. We're gonna check this thing out, see what it looks like. I mean, it looks about. I didn't get a lot of pictures, but it looks about like what you would picture.
Yeah.
It looks like it has been sitting down by Houston with just the ocean salt just blowing
Since
on it.
1987.
Yes. So we don't really know anything about it except I saw the trim and the bumpers look good, and I thought, I'm in.
Yep. So we're gonna meet up with, there he is. We're gonna meet up with this good old boy and go check this car out, and we'll turn the camera back on when we get there.
There he is, right here. Like, I'm fixing to pull right up to him. He's gonna start waving at me, even though he told me he'd wave.
We're going right out this road right here, so I'm gonna pull around and go out this drive and come back around.
I'm gonna wait on you right over here.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Look, man, somebody's staying in a tent over there.
Oh yeah. Starting their own little tent city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
But it is raining in Oklahoma. Oh, you got a winch right there on the front of his truck too.
Yeah.
So it's raining in Oklahoma.
Couldn't even go golfing today.
We were supposed to go golfing today, and so we thought at the last minute, it's 5 o'clock now.
Yeah.
We should have already been here and picked this thing up and on the road back. But,
I was late to work today.
But
I went forward yesterday though, so it's cool.
We didn't plan on doing this, so all I know is I woke up this morning, walked outside, it's raining, it's shitty outside, and I hollered at him. I was like, man, I don't even want to do anything today, so may as well get on the road and come down here and check this car out. And
that's what we did.
he was like, oh yeah, no, it's nice down here, which now it looks like it's about to rain down here.
Yeah.
So we may have brought it with us, but whatever.
We'll just leave it here in Texas.
Yeah, we don't want this car to get rained on the way home.
No. Might get wet inside.
Rust the floor panels and floorboards.
Yeah.
Make the carpet all nasty and stuff. I'll bet this thing is a wreck inside. So the top looks like it's all. It looks like it's not going to have a top by the time we get home.
Yeah.
But remember the last time we rolled the top down? That's probably not even an option with this car.
No. Should have brought a battery just to see,
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like going down the road. If we have to stop and get a battery, we might see.
Yeah, we might stop at O'Reilly's like we
It's
did.
sitting outside, so the chances of pack rats and stuff being in it, it's probably not. It's not like it's in a barn and they're staying warm inside the barn.
Yeah.
And down here, I don't know. How cold does it get down
I don't
here?
think it gets that cold in Houston, does it?
No, just sticky.
Yeah,
Nasty
real muggy. And it's in Texas. Just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
Not you guys, though.
We do come to Texas a lot to get cars, though.
Yeah.
Because, there is a point where the cars are all nice.
Yep.
And then there's a point where they're not.
Right.
This is the not.
But hopefully there's some good stuff on it.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's going to be stuff that we can use on the car.
And honestly, there's a chance also that it could be a pile of junk, but we're probably still gonna try to get it running, right?
If it's got a motor and transmission and stuff in it, we
Yeah.
might. Yeah. Man, liable to have an old fat block in it. You never know.
Hey, you never know. Never know. Worth it to find out.
This could be somebody's gold.
Yeah. You know.
Places.
So we're here, and this is the route.
There's a couple old Datsuns right back there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that other one is. Man, this is back in here though.
Yeah, it is.
It's so humid outside. I'm already starting to sweat. It's coming through the windows. Trim looks fine. Let's just look at it before we back up.
Well, there I got on my dirt perfect check and my Fab Rats cap.
Nice.
Man, how long has this thing been sitting here?
It's been there a while.
Since when?
A while.
What is it, 85 or 95 when they bought it?
It's been here longer than that. They've been living here since 95.
Man, it's just missing one piece of trim over here, but everything else is real nice.
Man.
And I imagine that other skirt is in the trunk.
I can see in the trunk. It's not a big deal. Basically, man, I drove down here for this.
I know.
I mean, the trim it's worth it for me.
I know.
My God, look at the rust.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. Like the outer skin of the hood has rusted away.
But like
Like
even grill and
the
everything
fascia
don't
and
look
everything.
bad.
Yeah, the grill's in good shape.
Oh my gosh, my son.
I've already been here once.
Have they? Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's got
Hey, Shawn, you want the radio out of it too?
Some what?
Radio out of it?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm good. I'm good with just exactly what I see.
Cassette player in it.
Yeah? All right, man.
Can you talk about it?
Hey, Phantom, come here.
Huh?
Look at this guy's feet. Look at this guy's feet. Everybody is gonna freak out.
Nice.
Look, this is an old man and he still does it. This right here gives me hope that
Yeah.
whenever I'm his age, I can still paint my toenails. I catch hell for it all the time. Everybody's like, "There's no way his toes are red," and I'm like, "Yes, they are."
I never give you help for that. On
We're used to it. You gotta have thick skin to do what we do.
inherited it from my son.
Yeah, yeah.
He paints his different colors.
Yeah, I normally just go with black, but you know, and then pink, you know, in October for breast cancer. But you know,
Her.
yeah.
She
How you guys
lost
doing?
both of them.
Not too bad, not too bad.
So, okay.
It's amazing that there's just cars sitting around like this out here.
Yep.
You still have
Like,
the ones back there?
Yeah.
it got a motor and everything in it.
No. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a small block in it. And it was running when it was parked.
I think they're 280.
And it had a new top on it. when
We
it
saw
was
the
parked.
Datsuns in the back. Yeah, we saw those.
Yeah, they're
One of them
they-
looked like a
you think
Vega.
that
One of them
was
looked like a Vega, didn't it?
There are three
Like 240Zs or some shit?
Yeah, the Z car. And they're rotting worse than that one.
Yeah, I saw them. How
took a-
far are we from the ocean? Pretty good way.
2 hours.
Oh, really? Why is it so rusty?
Don't know.
Humid? Does everything get rusty here?
Yes.
There's got to be a line somewhere in Texas.
We have to put rice in our salt to keep it from sticking together.
Yeah. There's got to be a line somewhere. We buy a lot of
Yeah,
cars
it's
from
probably
Texas,
DFW.
and they're normally really
rust free, you know, when we come down here.
Well, this one's not.
No, no, this one definitely got some rust. We're probably not even gonna get all the car home. You're gonna lose some of it on the way.
Yeah, I would imagine.
That's all right. It'll be in Texas.
Yeah.
It won't bother us
Y'all come
to
through
litter in
Houston or
Texas.
Brenham?
Through where?
When you go back out, there's the Western International gas plant. It's on your left coming in. It'll be that's where the big tire cars used to race around here.
Really?
Yeah. The small tire cars, the road we came in on, that long straightaway, right before the creek bridge,
Yeah.
that's where we used to race in high school.
Narrower road.
Yeah.
Small tire guys have always had bigger balls than big tire guys.
I know.
Always.
Small tires are way
That's
cooler.
why when you go to a no prep race, small tires always go first. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I'm a big tire guy.
I know
and
you
I'll
are.
admit it.
Yeah.
And I'll admit it. Small tire guys always had bigger balls than the big tire guys. The big tire guys will go, no, this is shit. I ain't putting my car down it. And then the small tire guys will go.
Remember that no prep race in Denton when all the big tire
all the
guys
big
quit
tire guys
and
quit
and Chuck
and said, nah, we're not going to do this. And the small tire guys still ran. That's why I like small tire guys.
Yep.
I'm on, oh, shit.
You got
That's all right,
moved,
Lisa.
Lisa.
It's a dually in your way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna back up here and then we'll keep on bullshitting while I'm loading this deal up.
Set it on.
Right on.
Because I got a little tractor.
I'm in for that deal.
Now I have a question, Phantom.
Uh-huh.
What's your name?
Danny?
Very good. Thank you.
Man,
I have watched you a lot,
Yeah.
for lack of a better description.
look.
Wow.
It has they always get a little body cancer
Oh yeah.
around the tops of the fenders.
Yeah, even the one that we just bought does. Got a lot around it.
Yeah.
74 vert, ready for your vision.
That's right. Just needs a little bit of body.
Yep.
What you want basically is chrome.
Yes. Yeah. The 74 that I bought a maroon one that we are going to actually race. It doesn't have any of the chrome around the outside.
Race it.
We're gonna race it.
What are you gonna put in it?
Single turbo, 427 LS deal. Yep, everybody's racing them now. But you got to do it on 26-inch wheel.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so there's literally this much tire.
Yeah.
But those guys are going fast. They're going like low nines on them deals.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Oh yeah. Okay, so
Man,
what
you
we
need
to
one
do
of
to get
those.
him in here. I know, that's what I need. I need a tractor like
Yeah.
that. If anybody's watching this that has a tractor like that, they'd like to donate to me.
John Deere,
we can do some cool
Kubota,
stuff with it.
International, whatever. We'll take a red, green, orange, yellow, whatever.
Yeah.
That's right. I got a little one. And it's got forks on it, but it won't lift.
Let me try to move.
Yeah.
Danny, he'll probably come up there.
Oh, okay.
He should be able to come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tractor right there.
Yeah.
Can't believe we broke one of my straps, man. Look at that.
That thing probably wasn't but 8, 9 years old.
I got a bunch of them, man.
Okay.
Good. I'm good.
I'll just pick it up on this side.
I can get behind it right here. Lift it up. I'd lift it up and then I'll walk with the steering wheel with you. And just go forward.
So that's the plan?
We're winging it. So
Winging it.
that's how we do a lot of stuff, man. Yep. It's got to be done, right? Yes, sir. You gonna hit that deal?
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Hold that. Now we just need to come straight forward.
Should come straight forward, right?
Come on.
You don't want it much more than that, otherwise you'll be 2 ton heavy, right? Will it be 2 ton heavy like that?
Huh?
Will it be?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, you're running with a 1 ton, so that makes a difference.
Yeah. Man. Just set on the dirt all them years.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Parts car.
Yep.
Betcha.
Parts car or restore?
No. No.
Leave it up to you.
No, there ain't no restoring this. I mean, anything could be restored.
That on my trailer.
Man, anything could be restored, but nah.
Not this one.
There's too much going on.
Yeah. Yeah, but everything could be fixed if somebody wants to bad enough, but
If
this one's just a good parts car. Like, cause there's all kinds of little bitty parts.
Like all this stuff right
Like
here
all
is
this
good.
Stuff, yes.
Oh yeah.
Any of this can be fixed. I'm hoping that this rack is decent.
Be
Mine's
careful when you
mine's
take it
pretty
that way out.
pretty messed up.
It's a glass back window. And I destroyed the first one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I took the one out of my car.
No, there's a rack in there that you have to put the back windshield in before you put the top all the way down.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
You broke it?
Oh boy.
So who used to actually drive this car? You did?
I did and she did.
No
she
kidding.
used to
That's
drive.
awesome.
That's awesome.
Top down.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Hey,
That's the only way to
go
drive
is
it.
Top down.
when she used to do payroll for the city of Houston.
So that's the reason I had to get another one, is because I didn't want to ruin mine. I have a 75 convertible that's really nice.
It's probably what this color used to be, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. The 74s just aren't that popular, and I don't know why. It's because the big grill in the front, which
I like it.
That's the reason I wanted one, is because they're not that popular. And
Yeah.
so I want, I like to rub the cat backwards sometimes.
Sure.
So when we go to that race, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of 74s.
No.
That's awesome. We'll strap it down. We're going to turn a corner, and this door is going to come open.
Yep.
I
got a little ratchet strap in there. We can probably go to something, even if it is, just a door lock for now, just to keep something,
Yeah.
Or we'll stop at the first,
Ace or something.
yeah, something, and get some Gorilla Tape.
I've got some. You want some Gorilla Tape?
I mean, if you got some, I'll put it on there.
What we got going on here?
Oh,
Are we closing the door?
Yeah.
An inventive door lock.
Whatever works.
Oklahoma door latch.
That's right.
You know what a siphon hose is, don't you?
Well, yeah, that's how I used to get gas when I was in high school.
On a credit card.
Our
That's what we always call them.
local buses
Yeah.
run on gasoline and not diesel.
Oh shit.
The school buses.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where we used to get our gas from. I
Allegedly.
drank a lot of gas like that, dude. How old are you guys? How old are you? 16? Y'all 15? Right on. My son just turned 15.
How's he doing?
That's how old I am. Huh?
Doing in his car? Good.
Man, he hasn't raced it at all this year yet, but like I told him, he's got his whole life to be stupid with me. He needs to play sports while he can, Because at some point you're going to be like me and somebody's going to tell you you're not good enough to play
I
anymore.
thought I saw it on the track the other day. Or was that an old video or something?
I don't think it's been at the track since what? November of last year?
Armageddon.
October?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, Lisa wants Aiden Chevelle.
Yeah, I'll bet. I don't think Aiden will get anywhere close to getting rid of that thing. I don't blame him. I probably wouldn't let him at this point.
Aiden is was it 71 or 72?
It's 72.
72.
I got a buddy of mine still got his. He bought it brand new when he was in high school.
No shit.
That's awesome.
That's
Whenever he
cool,
graduated.
man, because
Yeah.
there's so many things that can happen to you in life, and all the opportunities to get rid of stuff like that. It's rare to see people still have their first cars.
Yeah, it's like this one. When you run out of money. I mean, I've been broke too many times.
Yep.
And
if you could have sold this, you'd have done it.
Nope.
No?
She wouldn't.
She wouldn't let you sell it, now you're giving it away?
Yep. Trust me.
Lisa's husband, his first truck he wrecked, but his second truck, which is a 78 Chevrolet, 4-wheel drive, half-ton grandma 4-speed, he still has it.
Oh, that's cool. Those trucks are getting hard
And
to
he
find.
still
too.
drives it.
And Lisa's in the red shirt.
they're getting hard to find too.
Yeah, and he still drives it.
That's cool, man.
It needs work. The floor,
That's cool.
the bed's rusted out and shit. But he
I
still
wouldn't
drives
even
it.
want my first car back, so you know, it's not a big deal. But
I
you
want-
talk to all these people who had true SS cars and you know, big block 4-speed cars was my first car. I'm like, man, how nice would that have been to have that for your first car?
Yeah.
I had a 74 Ford Courier pickup for my first ride.
I like those though. Those
I do
little
too.
mini trucks are cool.
Yeah.
I drove the shit out of it.
Chevrolet station wagon.
Oh man.
Anything with a station wagon is cool, man.
That thing was a piece of shit.
I ran around with the hot rodder.
Yeah.
You ever seen a Ford Courier with a header and a cam?
No.
Yeah. Right here, buddy.
They had the inline just 4-banger, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Rebuilt
cool.
in auto shop.
I had a 67 Chevy long bed for my first truck, and it wasn't nothing special.
Outrun everything but a Toyota 22R.
Mine wouldn't outrun nothing. So.
Broke 2 rear ends in it, ripped the gear knob off of it one night.
Use that tape anywhere you feel.
Nah, I'm good, man. We're gonna. I bet you. A
But the
quarter
car
of
on
that
this
top's
is
not
a
left.
72 big
We
block.
probably
nose.
should stop
Yeah.
and get a razor knife too, and go ahead and cut this out. Otherwise, I'll bet we lose this on the way home. We'll see. We'll see what it looks like by the time we get somewhere. See if we've lost everything else.
Well, as long as the frame's still good, then you'll be
That's all I care about is the frame on that, and then the chrome trim. Yep.
Yep, I had a 72
Well, I can thank
Nova
my
with a
friend
big
Kenny
block.
for getting in touch with you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's definitely worth the drive down here to get this thing.
So somehow I lost the footage of when I went to get this car. Man, it sucks because I was so excited to get this thing. It's so cool. Anyways, it's a 86 Caprice wagon. It's awesome. But anyways, it came with it's already LS swapped with a 480, and but the 6-liter that was in it was pulled out for whatever reason. The guy had pulled it out, so we had to load up the pickup bed full of the 6-liter and all the parts that went with that. So anyways, I don't know how it happened, but it happened. So here's what I do to it next. All right, so got the wagon back here to the shop. Got a little bit of time to work on it today. Showed you this thing has been LS swapped. Pickup bed was full of LS parts. It's got a 6-liter with a 480, but this 6-liter is one of the older ones, like a 99 to 2000, so it had the cast iron heads on it. So I had planned to just find some stock like 706 or 862 heads off a 5.3 liter. Went up to Brand Racing Engines to see if he might have some laying around, and he had some 799s instead. A little bit nicer head than what I was really looking for, but they already had a valve job. They got blue LS6 springs, and they were nice and clean. Gave them to me for a good price, so I picked them up, slapped them on this 6-liter, and now it's ready to go in. While I had it apart, I did go ahead and put new lifters in it. Called our buddies over at Summit up, got a set of their lifters and lifter trays, and I also went ahead and put one of their stage 3 truck cams in this thing. So oh, and then I also had the rockers rebuilt with the Smith Brothers trunnion kit. So won't make a bunch of power, but it should make this wagon pretty fun to drive, and it should sound pretty cool. So right now I'm at the point where it's time to drop this thing in the engine bay. It's already got long tube headers, like I said, 4L80. It's controlled by the stock ECU. That's about it, really. Wires for a stereo system that used to be in here. I'll get rid of all that, replace it with all kicker stuff, of course. But for now, I'm gonna make this thing run. That's my goal before I leave the shop tonight, is fire this thing up. So I'm gonna get started on it. So I was riding a struggle bus on this thing for a minute. Luckily Shawn showed up, crawled in there, and boom, just fell right in at that point. So
yeah, those I've never anything that we've ever put an LS in, we've either made motor mounts for or had a motor plate.
yeah.
So, you know, that was something new for me too. So I couldn't just look at those and tell you, okay, hey, they go on this way. I don't know.
Well, not to mention I put them in, there's several different orientations that these things can go on, and y'all ain't gonna see it in the video, but I messed it up the first time.
Aw, you got to show it in the video.
So like I actually set the motor in myself, and I was like, huh, it fit. And then I crawled under there to do the bell housing bolts, and there was about a 3-inch gap. So
Yeah, motors for, you know, just a little bit too far forward.
yeah. So now really all I got left is run the you know, put the intake on, throw the wiring harness over it, tighten all the bolts, fuel lines.
Oh yeah, I keep on thinking you're gonna put the wiring harness on and then set the intake on top of it, but all that harness goes over this intake.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that intake sits on the valley.
That's tall too, to get back there and plug everything in. So
Yeah.
pretty much everything's done. He's got the headers are on it. All the bell housing bolts except the bottom two, which he can get from underneath, are on it. Motor mount bolts are in. Just got to put the nut on the backside. And other than that,
All the hard shit,
accessories,
really.
and it's done.
Yeah, plug a few wires in.
Literally 2 hours from now, we could be driving this thing down the road.
I can't wait.
So he's still got to take it up. Like I said, put the 2 bell housing bolts in it and torque converter bolts. But this is a 4L80. It's open.
Ain't no thing.
It's got an open bell housing, piece of cake.
Yep.
So shouldn't be that big of a deal, and we're gonna blast this baby down the road tomorrow.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna sound cool. It got a little bit of a thumpy
Yeah,
cam
but
in
I
it.
just don't know how good is it gonna run until you tune it.
Yeah, not very. It's not a huge cam, but it'll have a little sound to it.
Yeah.
But I already got a appointment to get it tuned next week while we're gone. So
Yep. So it's just cool.
It is.
The car itself. Anybody that knows me knows how much I love wagons. And phew,
I seen this. You know, first thing that got me was, you know, it was in good shape, and you don't see a lot of them on Marketplace in great shape in the price range that, you know, I needed to be in. And then it was LS swapped, so it was like meant to be for me, you know.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think if I was you, I'd probably just raise it up and get everything underneath it.
before I
Man,
forget it.
starter too.
Oh yeah, I
So you
bet they're fun with the
I would
headers
get
in the way.
the starter wires at least close-ish,
Yeah.
and maybe get some of that wrap. What's that wrap that you got? That
The
heat wrap.
the heat shield stuff, I can throw over them wires there.
I think you might have to with these headers. It looks
Pretty close.
like I'll probably be in the house by the time that gets done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you know, flex plate, 2 bell housing bolts, starter, and then there's nothing else underneath that you got to do.
Yep. Just get it out of the way. Well, I guess I'll get back to work then.
Piece of cake.
Yep.
We'll be driving this thing tomorrow though. It's gonna be sick.
Here she is, boys. Out in the daylight. It's kind of dirty. Just went and picked it up from Chris Bell's. He got this thing tuned up as good as he could for right now. The harness that whoever did the swap on this car, man, it's kind of jank. So I went ahead and ordered a new harness from BP Automotive so that Chris can go ahead and finish tuning this thing. But man, he got it to idle pretty good. Fire it up and let y'all hear this whole thing lope around. So it's pretty dirty. I've been sitting outside, sprinkled, and a bunch of wind and dirt around here and everything, but it's so clean inside. I'd like to get a stock seat for it. These are out of Buick or something, but if I can find some stock seats, I'll put them in there. If not, these are comfortable enough, and they're power, so I might just hook power up. I don't like the floor shifter. I would like to put a stock shifter back on the column. I've got a radio bezel that somebody makes that will actually fit a double din in here instead of on the thing that's kind of rigged up to the bottom of the dash there. And then I've got a whole slew of kicker stereo equipment to put in this thing. Man, it's so clean. I'll probably send it to our detail guy, let him go ahead and get it real nice. But I love it. I can't wait to start putting some miles on it. I've driven it home once. Man, it's so cool. Drives good. 4L80 lockup, of course. And a 6-liter with the Summit Racing cam got plenty of power. I can't remember if I had mentioned what it is. It's a Summit Racing stage 4 truck cam. So it's nothing too crazy. It's got a little bit of duration so that it's got the nice lope to it, but the lift is pretty small, so you can still use just regular, you know, it's just a blue LS6 beehive spring is all that I have in it. So that's gonna be it for now. I'll wait till the harness comes in, and then I'll go ahead and rip this old harness out, put the new one in, take it back to Chris so he can finish up the tune, and then it's time for a stereo install. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do for wheels yet. I like the way these look, and I will have big wheels on it eventually. And Sandman Designs actually just came out with a 26-inch replica of that hubcap, but it's a wheel, and it's amazing looking. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to save up to be able to afford some of those, but man, I want them. I'm trying to think. That's really it for this video. I do have plans for it. I don't know when they're gonna happen. I'm still trying to get shop truck done, and that's not going real well. Just having to wait on stuff. The aftermarket is it's crazy right now. Nobody can get anything in. It's taken forever to be able to manufacture parts, etc., etc. So I'm not gonna do anything major to the wagon until shop truck is running and running good. But I do have plans of doing a rod and piston 6-liter, and I've got a billet 86 millimeter turbo from our buddies over at On3 Turbo. I don't know, it's just kind of stuff that's laying around, and I think it'd be cool in that wagon, so that's what I'm gonna do. Probably give our buddies over at Holly a shout, talk to them about one of their Terminator X systems for it. But like I said, that's a ways down the line. I've got to get shop truck done before I can do anything else. Like, it's a lot. So that's going to be my main focus, but I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this wagon this summer. I might try to figure out how to put AC on it. But other than that, all 4 windows roll down and the back window rolls down. So I'll cruise this thing with the windows down. I don't care. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button, share it with all your buddies, give us a like or a dislike, whatever it is that you feel like you need to do. Tell us what you like or don't like. And man, hard to say when this video is going to come out, but we got more On Nation shirts on the way. We've got new 55 shirts on the way. Murder Nova shirts are back in stock. All of our 187 Customs merch is back in stock. Hats, all that stuff. Also, you can get access early up to a week on all the videos that we release by joining the More On Nation. If you look next to the subscribe button on the channel homepage, you'll see a join button. Click that, it'll show you what you can get. Some of that, depending on what level you join, you'll get some access to a discount code to be able to get some discounts on merch. So do that if you want. If you don't want to, we understand. It's no big deal. You're still going to get to see all the main videos that we put out. But if you do, you're going to get some. If you do decide to join, you're going to get some extra stuff. So until next time, we'll see y'all later.